Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner. And this actually is another Get Fit With Me series yoga edition. And you're probably wondering, okay, this intro is different than usual. What's going on? Well, we're actually still doing yoga, but we're doing it slightly different. So we're going to be reviewing just standing again. And the video we're going to be doing is a quick, almost a little bit over a 10-minute video on couch potato yoga. So this is why we're on the couch, because we are about to do some couch potato yoga, fully seated yoga class. So without further ado, let's get into it. And even Whisper knows this is what we're doing. As you can tell, today's practice, this whole entire practice, we're going to be seated on the couch, but we are starting the practice today doing wrist stretches on both sides. We're going to first stretch it one way and then the other way, and we're going to do both sides. We waste our lives lying, we're fine. We step on knives to pass that time. We waste our lives lying, we're fine. Once we get finished stretching our wrists on both sides, we are going to then, you have an option of how you could grip your arms, but I end up gripping my arms with my hands touching my elbows on each side. And then from there, you're going to raise your arms up to basically give yourself a tricep stretch. And we're going to be doing that and like kind of on both sides. Image, bringing back memories. Yes, I've been wasting like most of my life watching paintings dry. I wanna take back the hours we last singing lullabies, lullabies. No one's tough when faced with time. We waste our lives lying, we're fine. We step on knives to pass that time. We waste our lives lying, we're fine.
while we are doing this, we actually are going to be doing like a side stretch on both sides as well at the same time. Again, this is just stuff you could, like, if you're not doing this sitting down like on a couch like I am, you could do this like at your desk at work while you're working, just so that you're moving around a little bit. But that's what this is basically. While we're doing all this stretching, we want to, even though we are sitting on the couch, we also want to make sure we're still sitting, trying to sit as straight as possible. And also, too, we do kind of like a brief counter stretch after that tricep stretch where we, reach our hands on our shoulders. And then from there, we're going to do a brief stretch on our neck on both sides. We don't want to overextend, so it's very brief.
We waste our lives lying, we're fine. We step on night till past that time. We waste our lives lying, we're fine.
Last but not least, the final stretch that we're going to be doing on both sides is we are going to be kind of doing like a hip opener where we just cross our leg, basically just cross our leg and then just kind of like lean. And I did extend it a little bit more than what the video called for just because it wasn't enough of a stretch for me. But you do whatever works for you. I think I even mentioned it at the end of the video that I did it that way. But anyway, besides that pretty much concludes the video.
I'm seeing shimmers in this long-lasting dream. A made-up image, bringing back memories. Yes, I've been wasting like most of my life watching paintings dry. I wanna take back the hours we last singing lullabies. We waste our lives lying, we're fine. We step on night to pass that time. We waste our lives lying, we're fine.
Hi, so that concludes the practice for today. What you might have also noticed, I probably should have said at the beginning, but I didn't know because, again, you don't know some of the practices until you do the yoga practices. But this practice is also great for if you're someone who sits down at your desk and you just want, and you can't leave your desk when you're working and you just want to do some kind of stretching in between while you're working. This is great practice for that, clearly, because you saw all that, again, that we did was seated. And I kind of had an idea that's what I was going to be, but I just wanted to let you know on that. But also, for the most part, how I would rate this practice, I would give it a solid 9. The reason why I would give it a solid 9 is I actually decided to do this practice because I have been groggy lately, and also I think I've mentioned on my channel before, I have been trying to nurse some back issues I've been having. I actually have had a session yesterday to get my back worked on, and it is starting to get back to its normal space, so that's great. Which basically means I finally am starting to get my full range of motion back and all that good stuff when it comes to my back. I had, and pretty much all it was is I just have a ton of knots in my back, but they're so large that they're almost kind of debilitating because they're pinching nerves. So yeah, don't do what I do. Do not wait until it gets to that point. I should have been when got things worked on, but we're here. But anyway, yeah, so I enjoyed this practice for the reason that I just mentioned. And it was a great way to kind of get the day started because I actually am about to get to work. I wanted to get this done before work and, just something to be. And I also want to do another one of her sessions. And one thing that's fun about her is she is definitely caters to the big girls and boys out there, but also you don't have to be plus size to do her practice. So there was a part of the practice when we were doing the hip opener at the very end. She did the belly thing where, if you have, a little bit of meat there, and that's kind of interfering with you having your stretch for your hip opener, to move it out of the way. And she did that. So I wasn't doing that to make fun or anything like that. She literally does that because that's kind of her thing, because the name of her yoga is Underbelly. See, and then also I did actually add a little bit to what she did, because how she was doing the hip opener is great and it's perfect for if you're a beginner yogi or trying to get started and you don't stretch your hips much. I stretch my hips a lot, probably. And plus I got work done yesterday, so my hips are a little bit looser than they would normally be. So I did do a little bit more where I lift my hips up, lift my leg up and kind of cradled it like a baby to get a little bit more of a deeper stretch. So, and that's something as you guys start, checking out the different channels I'm recommending or different yoga practices I'm recommending. If something that they're doing is easier for you and you need to challenge yourself, by all means do so. But also, if what they're doing is a little too much, do less. That's one thing that's beautiful about the yoga as a practice. The word is practice. It's definitely a practice. You don't have to try to be you don't have to be Dalsim from Street Fighter, okay? This is not that. You don't have to do all that. That's the only comparison I could think of. I didn't want to be offensive, so I was like, let's use a video game character who is overly ridiculously stretched out that really, I feel like no one can really do all what he does because it's not realistic. But so yeah, you don't gotta try to do all that. But anyway, that concludes the video. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the channel. I hope you enjoyed this little change that we did today. I did, because it kind of boosts me up, and now I will probably film another yoga practice at my lunch break though. Anyway, again, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel to get anything out of the content. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and I will see you next time. Bye.